Hello everybody, my name's Drew, and welcome back to some more Feed the Beast. Hanging out in our machine room here, just working on grinding up some coal, and you're probably wondering, why are you grinding coal? Well, that's kind of a long, and I won't say complicated story, just kind of a long story. And it has to do with what we were working on last episode, and we're going to start with the first part of what we were working on, which was our power situation. Our power situation is not solved. It's better. We can actually transfer the power around where we need to go. I'm not done yet. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know why you're still producing. Well, I guess because you forever can go in that guy there. We're not done by any stretch of the imagination. No. I'll show you what happens. So here's the situation that we're getting ourselves into. I went ahead, I put this guy down here, so it'll take in, actually we're going to change it to 3 to 4,000. So there's a set of capacitors, there's 4 of them there, and it'll output 1,000 RF per tick. And that's perfectly fine for everything that's going down in the valley, right? No issues whatsoever with any of that kind of stuff. I feel like my audio is probably going to be really, really loud. At least for pre-recording. But you guys here, it's all edited. Anyway, not important. So right now you'll notice we're fine, right? We've got enough steam. We're actually generating about 36 RF per tick, 32 per one of these. Plus these guys, they're really not generating much, if anything. And we're at 0, right? I even went so far as to expand this by another full 9, right? So now we are 1, 2, 3 by whatever the fuck this is. I guess it's 3 or 4. 3 by 3. I think we're 3 by 3 right at this point in time. So that's, 27,000 RF per tick that we can accept or output. And I've set it to 9. I could probably set that to like 15. So we're going to set that to 15 out, right? More or less, because I mean, if you think about this, these guys can each produce 320 RF per tick, which calculator will tell me. So, you guys can't see the calculator, but 320 RF per tick times 24 gives us an output of 7,000, roughly thereabouts. So 7, 8. We're looking at a lot. We're actually going to change this back down to 8,000. Right? Because I know I'm producing at least 8,000, because these 3 will also produce 320 RF per tick, and that's another 3.6. That's another 1,000 right there. So we're looking at pretty much almost a 10,000 RF per tick output for all of these guys, right? The problem is that's it seems not to be enough. And well, I'll show you. I'll show you what happens. We're going to go upstairs really quick, and I will turn on our miner. So we're going to select mining. We're going to hit OK, and everything seems pretty gravy, right? Everything's kind of going. It's picking its stuff up. We're doing our jam. You come on out here. This has power, and then you go down, and you'll see everything looks okay. It looks okay, right? You can see that we're maxed out on that output of 8,000 RF per tick. But you come to these guys and you'll notice we're not generating power. I mean, it says we're generating power, but it's glitching, right? It is telling us that we are not, in fact, actually doing any kind of power. And so long as these guys are all kind of fluctuating, eventually it'll glitch itself and we'll end up with nothing. You can see right here that there's the power loss. Right now, this is not getting any power. In fact, it's losing power at 400 500 RF per tick, right? Because that's the draw downstairs. And here we go. There. Now it started. Now we're losing it about 4,000 RF per tick, give or take. And now it'll just continue, right? We've just burned through all of this power that we had stored up, and that'll continue till we reach 0. For whatever reason, it is not stable in any way, shape, or form. Turn that back off again. I don't know why. I really, really don't know why. It doesn't make any kind of sense to me, but I have a theory, and it's just the amount of steam we're generating is not enough to keep all of those guys happy with the rate of use once they're ramped fully up. You'll notice that I'm making steel plates, and it is not, let's bring us over to second string here. It is not strictly through this guy. I mean, I have been, but in the 12, 13 hours that I've been tinkering with this is how much steel we've converted. 32 ingots worth of steel. Thank you. I'll take that. Now that block will actually allow, you'll see now I'm trying to convert blocks, but this has been about an hour. Maybe not that much, maybe like half an hour that it's taken to convert one of those into a block. And the last or significantly longer time is a block, 9 times is a point of fact, but it sucks. It's so slow. So I did some research. Turns out that using our old friend pulverized coal and iron, you get this guy from Industrial Craft 2, refined iron ingot. Refined iron, as it so happens, can be turned into steel just because reasons. It's really just because the ore dictionaries are literally the same thing, and it just makes life so much easier. So there was 3 blocks of steel, which conveniently gets converted into, hey, how you doing? Steel ingots. So that is the cheaper, more effective way of actually making steel. So if you guys are trying to do this in your own worlds, that's how you do it. You can, of course, do it that way because creosote is super, super needed and very useful if you're trying to do railcraft stuff. But unless you're doing railcraft, forget it. A waste of time. Kind of wish I'd known that before. But this you can even automate, right? I can sit there and go, hey, make me steel, and we can set up an automation track that will automatically produce steel from refined iron. Now, obviously, like I was saying with power, we're not totally finished. I have to wire up all that stuff over there. You can see, yeah, there's enemies and crap hanging out in the kill chambers, but they can't get out, so I'm not really concerned about that. We do need more storage. These are filling up mighty quick. Let's take a look here. Now, if I was super concerned about our power usage, I could actually start using, I don't really care about that. I could actually start using nuclear power. But I'm not, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a major, major concern because we're going to be making ourselves some of these guys. So let's go on downstairs super quick, and we're going to take apart one of our steam turbines here. Hey, thank you. And we are going to, I wonder, does this work for all? Oh, it does. Hell yeah. Boop. Okay. So we're gonna put a high pressure boiler on this bad boy now, because I want to see what's gonna happen here. So if I go right, so this should make us a high pressure boiler. Hey, how you doing? Perfect. And you can see that it's gonna take a lot more to get started. We've got quite a lot of stuff here. We're okay. Not a lot of a surplus right now, but of course we're making a ton, so it's not not that super concern to try and make this happen. This will take a little while to get back up, but you notice this is 864,000 versus 432, right? Pretty much double, actually exactly double. 864 versus 432. It is exactly double, right? Each of these will produce that much more steam, which should in turn keep these guys full once we convert the others, right? I can probably do one other boiler right now. So why don't we do exactly that? We'll do this boiler next. So very, very sorry. Yeah, there. Alrighty. And okay, there we go. And obviously we can make a lot more steam, or a lot more of these guys really, really easily now. Which I love. I love how easy we're going to be able to make steel. I'm a little sad that it took me so long to figure this out, but whatever. Oh no, what happened? Oh, did I not have enough? Pecker. That's okay. That's fine. We have enough, as it were. Okay, so that guy's full. This guy's full. He's full. Okay, they're all full. They're good. They're fine. We now have an excess of charcoal. That's okay. I don't mind. It's all good. These will take a while to heat up, obviously, with twice the amount of space in them. Yada yada yada. You know the drill. We're going to have to make more high pressure boilers, but that's okay. That'll still produce the equivalent amount of steam that we had before. But once we get that sort of figured out, we should be better. I'm not going to say fixed, because every time I say fixed, it'll kind of go sideways on us, and then everything is awful. let's put these low pressure boilers away. We could even throw the low pressure boilers in there too, just for good measure, right? Like we don't need to completely replace everything. We could just kind of roll into it. What we need. So if I go back over here, 24 more steel plates. Which 13. Okay, that should be enough to finish that boiler off. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Okay, so you guys gonna get the idea what I'm getting at here. And bam, done. Oops. We're good. No. Don't do that. Don't be doing that to me. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's that. I guess I really can't do anything with these, can I? Oh, that's fine. We'll make some more boilers. I'll replace. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll make 2 more boiler bottoms, 4 more boiler bottoms actually, and we'll put the 2 new high pressure boilers down that way, and 2 more low pressure boilers on that side, so that we'll have what was that 8 in total, 8 boilers. God damn, that should be enough. That should be enough steam generation to keep us cooking with gas for literally ever. I mean, we're taking in 27,000 RF per tick. That's a lot of energy, man. That is a ton of energy. If need be, we can even expand something else. Like I need to move this water collector over here. We could have a secondary input line of another 8 of these. Like we could do a ton of different things. Or maybe just continuing to upgrade our actual doodads there, but whatever. Anyway, on to bigger and brighter things. You'll notice that I've got these essence berry bushes in my inventory. And they've been kind of hanging out for a little while now. Well, I'd like to do something with them today. And before we do that, however, we're going to do something with our old friend, Botania. The rings I'm wearing, if you guys remember, I have this guy here, the Ring of Correction, and then I've got this air ring. The Ring of Correction is actually kind of useless to me. And that is because I'm not using a Man of Steel or a Terra Steel tool. I'm using my other tool. So we're going to ditch that ring. We're going to build something different. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay. We are going to need our Botania book, though. Which I don't remember where I put you. I think I put it in there. Let's find out. Also, I forgot to say, remember we had a bunch of day blooms and I forgot what happened to them? Yeah, figured it out. It is actually a degeneration portion of the mod. So after a while, weak flowers like day blooms will despawn. So if you're playing alongside me here, keep that in mind. They will eventually despawn, but endo flames are better anyway. So let's take this guy here and take a look at, we're going to want baubles and accessories. Now there's a whole bunch of different things. Like there's this guy here. So if caught on fire and not directly standing in fire or lava, we'll be fine. That's a really cool thing to have. This is another really cool one. So accelerate decent speed while underwater, also gives water sight water, blah blah blah. So long as we have mana, like that's actually a really cool one to have. But we would need a few things. Like we need a puffer fish, which kind of a pain in the ass to find, raw salmon, and a few other bits and baubles there. The one that I'm really interested in is this guy, Magnetizer Ring. The Magnetizing Ring is, it's like the magic magnet in Agrarian Skies, right? Or I guess in this mod pack too. I'm assuming the magnet exists. What am I trying to say here? Basically, when you break a block, it pulls it into you, and it's super useful when you're trying to construct and do all sorts of stuff. If you're flying around the nether trying to get glowstone and the likes of that. Kind of want to have that because I've been working on stuff and I've found that I'm trying to catch things or whatever. So we're going to bake this right now, I think. We need a couple of things. We need 4 mana steel, which I'm pretty sure we have. And then we need a mana lens magnetizing. How do we make that? Mana lens, iron gold. That's not so bad. How do we make a mana lens? And that's easy. Okay, so we need mana steel, which I'm relatively certain I don't have. Surprise, surprise. Who's not prepared? Let's go back over here real quick. I'm going to toss. Were you in there? Hey, how you doing? And a couple stacks of iron. Okay, good. All right, that'll run there. We'll make some more steel. I love I figured that out. So yeah, handy tips and tricks with me. Alrighty, so 8 should do us, I think. We're gonna need 4, and I need glass, right? I think that was the thing I needed. Okay, so we got to go over here real quick and tell it I need glass. Yep, one of you. I do enjoy that, unlike Thaumcraft, it's not like I have to use a lot of other crazy mechanics, right? As long as I'm using, like, it'd be like Thaumcraft would say, hey, you need 4 Thaumium ingots, and a glass, but that glass is actually magic glass, and then you need, like, I don't know, an aspect or like a wand to seal it or whatever, right? Like, that's the way Thaumcraft works. It's not strictly a bad thing, it can get annoying at times. So I need iron gold. Oops. So that'll make our magnetization. This is super, super easy to make, by the way. Look how easy this is to make. I'm going to keep you in there. We should upgrade to Terra Steel at some point, by the way. All right, and then the last section, what we wanted there was the ring. So that's 4 more Mana Steel and that bad boy on top. So, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what are you? Are these scissors? Mana shears. Oh, cool. I can make shears with Mana Steel. Not that I want to. Bam, ring of magnetization. Beautiful. We're going to pop that guy in there. And so long as you have mana, this shit's going to come to your inventory. How awesome is that? Come on, pretty awesome. Let's be honest, that's pretty cool. All right, there we go. So we got ourselves a ring of magnetization now. I'm actually going to toss this this sucker in here for half second. Or not. You going to do something there? Okay, there we go. I don't want to drain my mana pool entirely. I just want enough mana here. And you'll notice that on my experience bar, there's a little blue bar. And that little blue bar is the amount of mana that we have in our mana tablet, which is about half at this point in time. So that's how that works. I was wondering what that was for the longest time. Turns out that's what it is. The more you know. So we're going to do that guy. I will put you back in there. That should be enough to complete that stack, or at least part of it. And we'll put you kind of like that. And more steel. Excellent. Excellent. Let's come on over here. We'll tell it to get more of those and slick. Alrighty, so essence berry bushes. What I want to make is I want to make an actual experience farm. The mob juice that we've got going on over here, very useful. It runs our automated enchanters and everything else. Slight problem, it does not provide us personally with experience. Right, you'll notice that I'm only at level 14 if I wanted to do any manual enchanting or anything that involves actual experience levels, because there are a few things within Minecraft, even modded Minecraft, that does require those. So what I was thinking was we're going to make an experience farm using our new berry bushes. Let's go over here. See how useful that is? So very, very useful. Okay, so you can see now we've got our guy going here. And then we've got... no, that's not how that would work. This would be the next third. Right? Yes. Okay, so we would have 1, 2, 3. And then, like, I need to go one more on this. Right? Beautiful. So this will be our experience area right here. I want to go another 3 back. Get out of here. Jerk. I need... Where'd that third go? Alright, because that wasn't third. Here, give me that. See how useful this ring is already? Super, super useful. Go make it. Right now. Stop what you're doing. Go make this. That's what I'm telling you to do. Okay, so That's kind of enough space. So the idea is going to be, well, we're going to need a few things. The actual farm itself will be 3 by 3, like that, and we're going to be putting our old friend, the autonomous activators, down there, and then we'll have a tank with some other stuff beside it there, which we're going to need to make the tank, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. So this would be our center lines here, like that. Excellent. We do need glowstone. Okay, so let's go make some autonomous activators super quick. AUT, autonomous activators. That guy right there. So they're a lot simpler to... Oh, we need some chests. I will definitely make a whole stack of chests because they are useful to have on hand. And we'll need 10 of these, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. Alrighty, so we're going to have these guys. We will need a power. So I'll have to finish the power line. Okay. Tank. I need to make a tank. And we're going to use open block tanks for this because they're much better, in my opinion, for this kind of stuff. Otherwise, I would be using... Let's make as many as we can. Because having extra doesn't hurt us in any way, shape, or form. Actually, it's quite useful. Or fly down more faster. So the tank's going to sit roughly here, right? So this will be our tank here. And then, of course, the actual farm will take place there. So let's go ahead. We'll put these guys down. And there. Now, the important thing, like I was talking about just a moment ago, is that these now require power, right? So keep that in mind. You can't just slap them down and go, ha, they work. They do need power, right? The oreberry bushes, the essence berry, we'll just put them down like this. We're going to hope they spread. They should spread. Can't think of a reason why they wouldn't. We'll put some glass around this guy, and then we're going to put an XP shower on top of here so that we can kind of just drain onto ourselves or whatever we need. What else? Or probably a drain. A drain would be a good move as well. We will need a few other things. Okay, so I need some glass. I need a couple other things. So I'm going to gather those, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, guys. We're back, and we're done. We're basically done. Let's take a little looky at our setup here. So you can see we've got 2 of these bushes. They're already pretty much grown. We're going to throw this up here. And the way it works is pretty slick. So in the middle there, we've got... I could actually probably lower these, but I think they'll be okay. In the middle there, we've got a vacuum hopper, which if you know anything about vacuum hoppers, they will pick up both items and raw experience. Pretty cool. So what happens is, one of these guys will get will be fully grown and have an ore berry handy, and the autonomous activators on the bottom will right-click it, making the concentrated ore berry fall to ground, and then it'll get picked up by the vacuum hopper. Because it's an item, it gets put into that hopper, or that autonomous activator, which right-clicks it against the glass, causing experience orbs to fall, which then get picked up again by the vacuum hopper, and then is shuttled into this guy right here, this tank, with 55 liquid XP spread between evenly, right? It's all powered through our line of power there, going all the way here. We're going to toss these 3 and that guy there. And I've done that. These are all powered up properly now. I'm interested to see if we can turn our other system, our mining system back on, because these should be relatively heated now, more or less. It's making steam, right? These are both making a fairly good amount of steam, I want to say. How are you doing? Yeah, you're good. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna try this again for half a minute here. I'm going to turn this guy on. I am going to have to do something about the backlog. So what's going to happen is the items are actually not going to run along here. They're going to come up and run along this level and go into hoppers, which will go into these. And that creates a bit of a buffer so that when you have both, say, industrial craft version of, say, copper and the thermal expansion version, they don't mix with each other, right? They are still the ores themselves are separate and distinct. It's not until they become the actual ingot that they get mooshed into one item, right? So I'll have a whole bunch of copper, and then a bunch will end up in our ME system, which we don't want, right? We want everything processed. So I'm going to turn that guy on. We're going to start seeing some stuff happen. Beautiful. So if we go downstairs, we should see the usual, oh no, we're losing all of our power. But are we keeping up with... See, that seems to be keeping up with steam production a lot better. Still not enough, though. It could be that our pressurized fluid conduits are not going to hold up either. Right? We're already starting to lose some power here. These ones are emptying. Yeah, we're going to start in just a half second there. Because right now we're using the full 8K draw there. Are any of these even working at all? No, they're doing the same thing. So I'm going to guess that maybe even our conduits need an upgrade. So because we're using these guys, max 100 megapackets per tickets, input 400. So we may need to do the ender fluid conduits. We might have to do that because it's going to double our amount that we can input, which would need a lot more fused quartz and some vibrant alloy to make them. Doesn't really excite me to do that, but if it's what needs to happen, then it needs to happen, and we'll kind of deal with it as we go along there. Okay, so we'll deal with that. I'll make a whole bunch of those between episodes, and upgrade this system, because as you can see, it is very much not working the way we want it to. Still, of course, I'm going to finish upgrading our actual system as well, our actual boilers, because having more of those boilers will also help alleviate that system. But there's a lot of good work going on, guys. We have our essence berries up and rolling, which is pretty slick. Not getting too many of them, but as time goes on, it will fill itself up and actually work. I am going to try and go on the hunt for more berry bushes so that we actually get a full 9 of them on here. That'll provide a lot of experience for us. But anyway, guys, you know what to do. It's time that time of the episode where we're done for the day. If you did like it, you can go ahead and click that like button for me, as it always helps me out so very, very much. You can always find more work I have done in the description box below. And of course, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.